New at 4, WXII 12 News has learned a local developer is asking state lawmakers for help with a major project for the town of Summerfield.
Leaders in the small community just north of Greensboro turned down the project, but now they worry they will not have the final say.
Bill O'Neill joins us in Summerfield with the story.
One thing that the two sides in this dispute agree on is if this project is approved, it will change the way of life here in Summerfield. The question now, what will lawmakers in Raleigh decide to do?
This is a question of protecting small towns in North Carolina. And you got to ask the question, do the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many?
What people fail to realize when they have difficulty with change and difficulty with big ideas is that most of the very best things in their lives have always come as a result of big ideas or change.
The project involves nearly 1,000 acres in the heart of Summerfield. It would include a mix of housing and retail and bring water and sewer to this community of 12,000 people. The town council rejected the plan twice, both times by a 4-to-1 vote. The main objection is over proposed apartments, 600 of them. Developer David Couch points out the need for housing, but Summerfield Mayor Tim Sessom says the plan would overcrowd roads and schools. Despite the town's vote, Mr. Couch isn't giving up. He tells WXII 12 News that his best option now rests with state lawmakers who have the authority to de-annex his land from the town of Summerfield.
And I'm going to expose the facts of what we're trying to do here and how we're trying to help the overall community.
WXII 12 News has learned the developer has hired lobbyist Tom Fetzer, the former mayor of Raleigh and former chair of the North Carolina Republican Party. He has also hired a former aide to Senator Berger, Pat Ryan, as a public relations consultant. Summerfield is part of Senator Berger's district. The Senate leader has not taken a position on the project, but did release a statement saying, quote, "What I do know is the Triad is attracting billions of dollars in new economic development, and as our area continues to grow, additional housing is urgently needed." The Summerfield mayor calls Senator Berger the most powerful Republican in the state.
If he supports this project, many have told us it's a done deal.
Mayor Sessom tells WXII 12 News the Summerfield Town Council will meet tonight for the purpose of hiring its own lobbyist. The mayor says he worries that lawmakers in Raleigh may attach Summerfield de-annexation to an unrelated bill that would go unnoticed until it's too late.
What do you think about that?
Well, I guess it's how things happen in Raleigh.
You're convinced, though, that this project is good not only for yourself, but for this community?
This project is good for this community because there are so many that would like to bring their children back to raise their families in the community where they were raised.
Up next, Guilford County's legislative delegation will hold a town hall meeting this Thursday in Greensboro. And leaders here in Summerfield say they expect a large turnout for the members of this community. In Summerfield, Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.
While not commonplace, de-annexation has come up for consideration in the state legislature both now and in the past. Right now, there are 3 de-annexation bills awaiting action in Raleigh.